your vibe, it be different. Can shine in your eyes what I'm missing. Your body Ferrari, but your mind is my interest. You finding, you'll find in the sky. We gon' ride the ecliptic like a Mercury transit.
Peace, y'all. Today with Star Card Astrology, and I'm here to give you your daily astrology guidance for Tuesday, August 2nd, 2022. Let's pop this off. So, we have the sun at 10 degrees, Leo. So, big happy birthday to all the Leos today. Second day of August. But, you know, we don't go by the calendar. We go by the degrees of the sun. Okay? But as you can see, we have Lilith. We have Lilith and Eros conjunct at 3 degrees Leo. And I just think it's interesting because, you know, people want to talk about Lionsgate, and it's always Lionsgate during Leo season. And obviously, right, that makes sense. But this is kind of a more intense energy when it comes to love, when it comes to finding that real connection with somebody. Definitely, you know, Lilith is a little more of a harsher energy, but with Eros there, this is where, you know, that portal, that person can absolutely, you know, walk into your life. We still have Venus over here at 19 degrees, making it sextile. Exact sextile with Mars. Okay? Exact sextile with Mars. So, you know, we really need to be taking action on the relationships that we see that we really want to have, that help us, you know, feel better about life, if that support us. That's a big deal during these times, because with the conjunction in Taurus of Uranus and the North Node, you know, we really need the right relationships moving forward beyond here. We cannot waste the time with the wrong relationships, because they're going to try to keep us from moving into where we actually need to be moving forward. There can be a lot of this backpedaling during this time when it comes to relationships. But you just have to ask yourself, are these relationships bettering me? Are they helping me? And not necessarily trying to like play superhero or anything, but is it fruitful? You know, do I give them happiness? Do they give me happiness? That is the question that needs to be asked here. Again, you know, this relationship energy is highlighted with the moon in Libra. That's the sign of relationships, interpersonal relationships, colleagues, things like that. So, and it's making its opposition to Jupiter, which I don't like that one. So we're going to bring that back. Okay. So this is where we really need to make sure that we're connecting emotionally with the right relationships, even more so than yesterday, because I touched upon this yesterday. But this moon in Libra is really getting us to like pinpoint and feel out where the right connections are. And then with Jupiter, even though it's retrograde, it's still like, okay, well, do I identify with this? Am I willing to expand into this or not? The relationships actually have to be willing to expand at this point, even with the Jupiter retrograde here. The ones that are not willing to move forward, that are not willing to go all in, won't necessarily make it. They won't make it. They won't make it for what's coming. It's got to be all or nothing with this astrology that we have. That's what Venus is asking for. It's that at home, that family type of energy. And that moon in Libra is really like, hey, you know, are you willing to connect with me emotionally fully while this Jupiter is opposing us? Because when Jupiter goes direct, then it can be even grander. It can expand even further. So take a look at the relationships that you have right now. Which ones are beneficial? Which ones are not? Which ones are willing to go all the way with you? Which ones are not? And those are the ones that you need to nurture. Those are the relationships you need to nurture and the ones you need to focus on. And this Mercury at the end of Leo is really giving us the power to communicate those things, because it's all about the love that we have for ourselves and if that's being represented or not. Because if it's not, then Mercury is going to be like, hey, well, I have to say something. It's on my mind. It's definitely at the forefront of my mind. It's definitely not at the back with a Mercury and Leo. Okay. Leo doesn't just sit around and not say anything or, you know, play possum or do any of that. We pop it off. Okay. We get it popping. And we don't regard whether if it's going to cause some type of drama or whatever, because we can handle the drama. We can handle the drama. We can handle the conflict. We can handle the arguments. We can handle the love. We can handle the romance. We can handle the extreme, intense passion. So this is that time where it's like, well, are we going to communicate fully what we love, what we really want to connect with self, with all of this Leo? Or are we going to continue to repress? Are we going to use the Jupiter retrograde to just not expand into what we should be or what we feel like we truly want to be in? The hesitancy is the telltale sign of the relationships that, you know, are more likely to fail. So this is the last moment we have to go all in for a good while. This conjunction, we're going to see the effects of this for quite a while, and then Jupiter is going to continue retrograde for the next few months here. So really, are we ready to make those commitments and changes and just deal with whatever comes with that? Because we know that this is part of us. This is part of our path that we're trying to walk on, the happiness that we truly want, the love that we truly want. If you really want love, then nothing's going to stop that. Everything that might feel like a block or an obstacle is just something that you have to get over. You have to get over it. And it's better to get over it together than not. Right? So let's see what these cards are saying for today. Okay. But definitely do not shy away. Don't shy away from what you want. Just go all the way in and say, fuck it. Say, fuck it. People are going to have whatever they want to say. People are going to try to stop it. People are going to try to hate. People are going to do whatever. But really, at the end of the day, it's about what do you truly want for yourself, and does that complete or at least give you the energy to move into the reality that you want for yourself. What reality do you want for yourself? Because you know what you want. You know what you want. At this point, we've been through all of the craziness, all the up and downs, all the negative energy, the pushback, to know what we want and what we don't want. So it's either you want it, you're willing to go all the way in at this last moment here before things start to shut down on us and make things a lot harder, or you just fall back and not get what you want and then complain about it for the next year or so and probably still not be able to fix it or get what you truly want out of life. Complacency is what we need to fight right now. Because it's very easy to just be like, oh, I'd rather relax. Oh, I'd rather have a drink and chill. Oh, I'd rather, take a bath and not worry about nothing. But this is the last real day that things can really work out and spark a lot of forward motion before the unpredictable starts to unravel itself. So, let's see. Four of Pentacles reversed. So, I mean, with my deck, this is kind of where the guy is a little too, looks like he's too greedy. He's so focused on obtaining that he's not even looking at everything behind him that he's missing. Okay? So this is a warning. A warning. Make sure you're aware of the value that you might not be looking at. Maybe you're so focused on something or someone, and there's other valuable things behind you. That's very possible. That is very possible that you can get too greedy and miss out on the true valuable things in life, right? Because the ego will come in and make us be like, hey, this is what I want. But what does your soul want? What is truly meant for you? I mean, if you tap into your intuition and you tap into your soul, then you know the answer to that. And there's no reason to just hold yourself back from it or focus on things that are false or that you feel like is going to make it hard or that you feel is more valuable for some reason right now. So I hope that helped. And until next time, one love.
Cause your vibe be different and shine in your eyes what I'm missing. Your body Ferrari, but your mind is my interest. You find in the sky, we gon' ride the eclipse like a Mercury transit.